Getting set, 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play clock winding down. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a wildcat formation here. Now Riddick. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. They go back to Riddick. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And this is Ertz with it. Right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And this one is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. throwing now. Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right on the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, Freeman. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Coleman. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this would be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And now back out comes the offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Wizards offense as they get ready for first down and 10. On first and 10, Rivers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. That'll bring up second down. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And an alley to run. Theo Riddick. He's at the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there. 63 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Theo Riddick, a 13-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. So out come the Falcons now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. of the gun, it's Ryan. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Theo Riddick with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Riddick. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here now come the Falcons.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sheldon Richardson with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
Now Sanders. Back now in Pittsburgh as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Riddick with a carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. From the gun, Rivers. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the ground, it's Riddick. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Nice job. Congratulations defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, and the Rams offense gets ready. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right near midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Goff. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, LA! It's the fullback, 47 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. A first down throw here for Rivers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Rivers looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free.
Again, it's Rivers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Brockers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rivers now on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Adam Thielen as the first half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Theo Riddick, touchdown! Theo Riddick, 53 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Out of the gun. Gone. And this is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They go play action here on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rivers here to throw. Steps away to his left. Out to the flat for Reddick. Call it a gain of 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Rivers. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward?
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one gets...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And the Seahawks offense, 1st and 10, getting ready to go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the seat. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. And an alley to run. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and boy, he's been good. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd down, Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Rivers now to throw on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. Going to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mike Bennett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled quarterback.
Theo Riddick, 30, past the 20, 10, and touchdown. Theo Riddick, 59 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On second down, Rawls. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 21-yard line. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with
with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Theo Riddick, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
All right, now look at 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Theo Riddick taking it in. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
it. In that case, run it up.
On first down, Wilson going to Rawls on the dump-off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got quick. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do. And eventually take him down here. Great coverage downfield. Tom Bahali in there to
drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do something.
And they're 6 yards away from 2nd down. Here's Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run them.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Theo Riddick in the final seconds of the 1st half. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's got some space here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
It some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Final play of the half. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Cousins. And it fights him off. And it's is incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brian Quick, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, 41 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now back out comes the offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing here, Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Giants on 1st and 10. Their offense ready to go. They run with a 5th-round man, Paul Perkins. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 3rd. Second down following the run. Manning going to give to Perkins on the draw. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. The 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 71 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. There's Perkins on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Off often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down, Rivers. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
A second down throw for Rivers. Ertz over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
QB split out wide now. They're in the wildcat. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Theo Riddick, a 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 24-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Manning now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a first down following that long gain. Shotgun now for Manning. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Manning, and he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Sheldon Richardson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I, well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection they felt. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was tested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Harris now to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Throwing is Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw, it's Manning. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Play action now. Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's Manning to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Again, it's Manning. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Haloti Ngata in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing on third and long. Manning. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
And they take a knee.
So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. See you next time.